There's no GC contender riders in it. The highest man in it is a rider called Brian Kennedy from myhome.ie, and he's over 7 minutes down. The Americans who have the yellow jersey seem to have no interest in chasing, and the gap has grown all day long. For the first 94 kilometres, the gap has grown up to over 8 minutes. So a rider who started off the stage over 7.5 minutes down is now the virtual leader on the road. Just in a 2.2 category race, that just doesn't happen. I don't know what the Americans were thinking.
Race is fucking wacko!
How are the Americans doing? Canadian's going to go into yellow.
Huh?
Canadian's going to go into yellow by about 2 minutes.
Paul is after clipping away in a group of 20.
Yeah, there's 12. 12.
There has to be somebody up there.
There's nobody in it. The closest is 8 or 9 minutes down. Canadians
I was fucked on the climb. I pushed him up the steep and I'm trying to push him on the Helian's wheel to get him into that move. He's just a bit tired, I think.
Well look, come here, Morgan. What's going to fucking happen now? Is that... House is here? Fucking... O'Loughlin is here?
O'Loughlin is at the front like this. Hey.
I mean, Americans should fucking just ride tempo anyway to keep it bloody.
And Roger and Connor attacked up the road on their own. They're in the middle of nowhere.
I know, yeah. I know, I just don't understand it. But come here, those guys are going to make an effort to get out. You have to get Simon with them.
Yeah.
At some stage, you know. All he has to do, he only has to sit on him. Who chased him down when he got away in that group? The Norwegians, wasn't they? Had 30 seconds.
The two Americans. The two Americans brought back. But they were disorganised up front.
And they brought back the 30 seconds fairly. Oh yeah, because they wouldn't ride with Simon, you mean?
Yeah. But up front they were just kind of dossing around, you know. But don't worry, I'll beat him into the group.
Paul seems to have recovered and is now in the chasing group on the road, but he's still not happy.
This Slovenian prick, he's doing nothing.
Race is fucked up, these boys are throwing it away.
What?
Race is fucked up. It was at 8 minutes at one stage. Brian Keneally in the yellow jersey on the road.
3 minutes back to the bunch.
You're 3 minutes back to the boy. It's 3:33 to this one, and it's 6:45 back.
Jeanette's gonna be up here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just wait for her.
At the feed zone, Jeanette and Claire provide the Ross's answer to Meals on Wheels. It takes an experienced eye to pick out your riders as the peloton speeds by. The riders too must be quick. If you drop your lunch on the road and get hungry later on, you're simply not going to have enough energy to keep up. At the finish in Carrow Row, the Polish team take first and second on the stage, while Simon manages to hold on to his 6th place overall. Afterwards, Etora John Dempsey complains of a cough. He has developed a chest infection, and the next few days will be tough.
Fuck. Chest in bits like.
Really?
Yeah, really fucking bad. I'm okay right along the bunch, like. I was riding down over the line and just like. Only a few turns in me, like. It's very fast for a long time into the climb. Brought back from about 8 minutes to 4 minutes, so we were just looking after Simon. And Morgan and Paul were riding on the flat, and I just stayed with him on the climb. Just in case it went to bits, but it didn't. So I just stayed with him just to give him a wheel, or if he punctured, like just roll on behind him just to make sure he was covered. It's a narrow road, punctured, I couldn't even stand there for a while. So just looked after him for the day. No problem.
Keith Fox is a former physio for Premiership Football Club, Coventry City. Now running his own practice in Athlone, he is called in by big brother Morgan to check out John O'Shea's leg injury.
John has an Achilles tendon problem developed 2 days ago, probably due to the cold and the wet weather, which often is a problem with cyclists. It just really plays havoc on the tendons. So today he's ridden the race practically with one leg, and as a result of that his back and his hip and his sacroiliac joint have become very stiff and sore. So now he's got two problems going into team time trial tomorrow: an Achilles tendon problem and back pain and leg pain.
I'll be honest, I was in like absolute
just in here this morning.
I can't pedal with it, like.
Yeah.
I really just can't, like.
Treatment at the minute is ice massage and just letting it settle back down again. Hopefully get some anti-inflammatories which will help calm it down again, and the Flowtron boot which will compress the swelling and hopefully move it away from the injured area, relieving his pain.
Please.
It's a Flowtron machine.
Okay.
It's used in treatment of patients for lymphedema mainly.
Yeah.
For people who've had removal of mastectomies, removal of breast tissue, when they can't get rid of swelling from their arm.
Yeah, okay.
Use it for that. So basically the principle of it is you get compression, intermittent compression, it's really tight, and then it loosens off again.
Yeah, how long does it take tight for? How long does it take to build up?
It takes about a minute to build up, and then it takes a minute off, minute on, minute off.
For how long?
Usually 20-30 minutes, doesn't really matter, you know, and there's no real
time limit
on it. I wouldn't go any more than 40. I think after 40 you're probably going to get sore.
Yeah. Would you do that instead of a massage?
I would do that in conjunction with
a massage.
Yeah.
After the massage.
After the massage. You could do it before or after. You know, it wouldn't really make much, you know, probably you find it a lot easier to massage that after I've had this on, you know, because it's clearing so much lactic out of the muscles. The principles are the same. It's going to compress your cells in your muscles, squeeze all the rubbish and
flush it out.
Yeah, once it relaxes off, your muscles are just going to go and it'll flush back out again.
Oh, okay.
But when it increases, it gets so...
You see his leg when it comes out of it.
It's so hard that you feel like your leg
is going to squash. It's going to squash the shit out of it.
Like it feels like, honestly, you have a go at it when you're in place.
I would, I'd like to have just a wee try.
You're kind of like, you almost can't take anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of going, it's going to break my leg or something.
Yeah.
But when you take it off, you'll see the leg and the traces of all the veins and then you'll see it all, it'll all be like imprinted in your leg.
We reduced our ankle injury time down from 2 weeks to 4 or 5 days.
Really?
Yeah, so...
I could do with getting a sub in so I go to half time tomorrow on the side track. Come on, John Joe, warm up there. Take off young Shay, he's going shite.
Having spoken to race doctor Conor McGrain on the phone, Keith has some good news and some not so good news for Dukey.
That's grand. Thanks, Conor. Come on. Thanks a minute. Bye. You don't have to go for an injection. But you gotta get a tablet up your backside.
Oh, no way. That's disgusting. I think I just packed the race here now actually instead of doing that shit.
With a team time trial in the morning, the Murphy Gunn Newlyn group squad have to put in a good time to keep Simon in contention.
Like that's the difference between it. Like if we were only going for the stage, you know, you wouldn't even have to think about that. Like, but the fact that we have to do time regardless of what happens. If we fucking all fall off, we still have to get up and do time.
We wait for Paul and Morgan. Is everyone else worth waiting for? Like? No. You know what I mean?
Nine. 8.
7. 6. 5. 3. 2. 1. Away. Next up.
In a team time trial, each team sets off at 2-minute intervals. It's a race against the clock, or as the French would say, a race of truth. Each rider takes his turn on the front. The stronger riders like Paul, Simon and Morgan take a few seconds more into the wind, while the others recover behind. The formation is constantly changing, depending on the direction of the wind. A headwind will see the team in a straight line, while a crosswind will see them ride in an echelon, diagonally across the road. In a team time trial, it's important to try and keep the whole team together to the finish, because the more riders there are, the less work there is to do. Also, with the clock stopping on the third man across the line, and only 5 on the team, there is the danger of a puncture or a mechanical mishap ruling out one rider. Soon, John O'Shea's ankle injury sees him struggle, and he is dropped on a small rise. Waiting costs time, and the previous night the team decided they wouldn't wait if he got dropped. John is going to have to ride to the finish alone, and will not be given the same time as the rest of the team. With speeds touching 60 km/h, the Murphy and Gunn boys are coasting, and are setting the best time so far. There are still some big teams to come, especially the British recycling team, who are specialists at this time of race. Sean Dempsey's chest infection sees him sit up with 1 kilometre to go. He has done all he can, and the team are left with the bare minimum to clock in.
All lads, all the way to the line, all the way to the line, all the way to the line.
You got me happy there. Did you do anywhere reasonably time? We're winning all
Are we leading at the moment?
Oh jeez.
Hard, John.
Savage. We were all well though, we were very controlled, like, you know. I had to miss a few turns, like. I was savage. Jesus.
Tired in spots, alright. You're tired.
You did alright considering, you know.
Keith look at me leg, see what he thinks. It wasn't my leg there though. Fucking leg was gone for that. It's just, I don't know, I didn't have it in the tank. But my leg is sore for long stages, like, so we'll let Keith look at it.
Poor old John didn't make it past today. He finished the stage of the time trial, but his Achilles tendon got on top of him, and he decided the best thing to do was to pull him out because he's a young rider. There's no point in giving him chronic problems. He's done most of the RAS. He's disappointed, but the best thing for him for the rest of the season is to get it right, spend the next few days just resting it, and build it up over the next week, and hopefully he'll be back Sunday week and back in riding again. There's no point in pushing it too hard today because he's just going to make it sore. It could become chronic and dog the rest of the season, so take him out, get him right, and he should be okay again fairly quickly.
Next few days off, get yourself right. You're racing next Sunday and you're fine.
You'll be trucking more so than the guys who do the next 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you stay around the week or are you going?
No, I'm not. I'm going to go home. It's no point hanging around and dragging everyone else's morale down. That's awesome hurling. Yeah, come on, watch some hurling matches. Am I standing going?
You're standing goal. Don't run out putting people out there.
He's a broken kneecap. I should be alright for the goal.
He's standing goal.
Having finished 7th in the team time trial this morning, Simon still holds on to a 6th place overall, behind new race leader Tommy Evans of the Dublin Usher Installations team. While it may be the shortest stage of this year's RAS at just 84 kilometres, the afternoon stage to Westport also proves to be the fastest. With the British team scorching through the Connemara landscape, a large group has gone clear. At a crucial moment, Simon's chain has come off, and he's the only rider in the top 10 not present. He is now in the chasing group with only Morgan to help close the gap. An hour of chasing later, the two front groups merge, but Morgan has more bad news for Declan.
You alright? Give me an 8 mil Anki for a crank ball. Simon Crank is coming off. 8 mil Anki. That's what he's here for, eh? In this RAS. Fucking give it. Did a great ride. Come on. Did a fucking brilliant ride.
Up ahead, Simon tries to keep up with the leaders. Although his crank could fall off at any minute, he must stay with this group to protect the 6th place overall.
Got it, Sammy? Where are you going to take that? What's the problem? My GC rider 6th has a loose crank. I need to 8 mil. I have it, but I need to.